We just had a wonderful holiday that you especially like, Dad. St. Patrick's Day, one of your favorite holidays.
When I was playing, it was bad. And all the players, even if they weren't, it was an excuse. That's excuse to get drunk.
Well, I'm looking at a beautiful floral arrangement that was sent to you by a friend, a friend and all that has
McElhenry.
Yeah, and quite the array of flowers, green and orange and all. And you, I remember that's a big significance, the orange and green, because of you used to work for Kodak's construction company, which was Ridge Construction in Rochester,
New York.
And you were the guy that handed out the.
Well, one year I was in charge of the tools. I don't know how I got that job. Whitey Smith gave it to me.
Your best friend.
Yeah, and Captain Whitey Smith, he was the boss. And I remember Freddie McGuire. He worked there too, and he used to he thought he was bugging me. He wasn't. I didn't. And he painted his. I must have said something about the Queen or something, and naturally he's from Ireland. He didn't like the Queen, Southern Ireland, and he painted his helmet green, and he painted a harp on it, and the whole deal. But he was from Ireland, and so to bug him, I painted my helmet orange, and now orange is the big deal over there,
right, because a lot of people don't realize, like in Ireland, green symbolizes Catholics, right?
Yeah.
And orange symbolizes Protestants.
Yeah, that goes back to 1,000 Bicks threw down their sticks, the Battle of the Boyne. That's the song.
Well, thank goodness you weren't going to sing the old orange flute, Dad.
No.
You can't sing that nowadays.
Yeah, I should tell that story sometime. Well, what happened was, I knew the old orange flute. I know in the county.
Oh, no, it's very politically incorrect now.
No, I just started it.
Okay.
In the county Tyrone, in the town of Duncannon. Anyhow, Ron Harrison was the head of he was the head guy. Well, he's the director, I guess. No, I guess he was the head guy now that I think
What, in Hockey Night in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Harrison was executive producer.
Oh, yeah. I should.
With Molestar.
He was a great guy. And he is a great guy. He fell down the stairs. Did you know that? I remember a guy telling me he fell down the stairs and broke both his legs or something. Anyhow, he was a great guy, and he was the head of the Hockey Night in Canada. And he said, well, we had about 10 minutes so we could all sing a song. So, just to fill in, it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Now, I was on the ice. So, as a joke, I thought it was, he says, okay, sing a song, Doc. So the only song I really knew, I knew a lot of songs, but I said, I'll sing the Old Orange Flute. So I sang it with a Boston accent or Irish accent and a county. And so nobody listens or anything like that. Oh boy, did I get a lot of mail after that.
It's a very anti-Catholic song.
Well, it's they still march. I think they used to march through the Roman Catholic over in Ireland. They used to the Orangemen used to have a bowler hat on, dressed in black suits, a black tie, and they'd march to the Old Orange Flute.
Yeah, but get back to the story. So the he painted his helmet green, and then you were English, so you painted your tools.
Well, and we used to bug each other all the time and everything. I don't know. He was serious. I was just kidding. And a safety guy, this is a true story, a safety guy saw my helmet from a distance. You couldn't miss it. It was orange. And I think I should have it orange. And if you look at all the highways when they have construction or anything that you want that's safety, it's always orange. And he saw it, and he was the head of the
Because it used to be yellow.
It used to be yellow.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have yellow like now. But when they have construction where they really want you to look and everything on the roads and everything, it's always orange.
So for your relatives, who's Irish? I know you have Irish and Catholic.
No, we came from Cherries. That my grandfathers came from Ireland, and during the potato famine. But
so is on your dad's side?
Dad's side, yeah. Well, the Cherry name is Irish. Come from County Cork. Anyhow, getting back to what we started from, the players every player And
well, I remember speaking about, we'll do that again, about we had in Rochester next door, we had nice neighbors called the McGivens. McGivrans.
Oh, yeah.
On Elm Drive.
And you guys were always kind of fooling around with that. And I remember he put an Irish flag up, and then you went and got a Union Jack.
Yeah.
And you got it a little bit higher, and then the next day he got a pole and put it a little bit higher than the Union Jack, and you went and got a couple of hockey sticks and nailed them together and went nice and high.
I forgot about that.
And then I think they went up about 10 feet, and then finally his fell over. So that was it. So
and McGivens. You remember his wife's name?
I can't remember his wife's name, but she was I used to babysit for their kids and all this, and I remember Mom telling me the story where his wife, and when they were having coffee with Mom.
and Slapshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Slapshot picked that up, with the big dog. And I'd come home, and I was covered in sweat because I had not the job giving out the tools, but I'd be covered in sweat, and from sweating all day.
Well, you were working from construction.
Yeah, like Del. Do you sweat, Del, or yeah?
Del breaks out in a sweat, Del? Oh.
Anyhow, I used to be covered in sweat, and it used to be you could sit. The houses were close, and used to sit on the thing, and I'd take my boots off.
Because it was like a stoop. You walked in, and there was 3 steps going up and then steps going down in the basement. So you were like at the side door and walking in.
Right, and the side door was maybe... there was just a driveway, and then their kitchen window.
And their kitchen window was right there, overlooking. And Blue would come and I think she was licking. She never give me a kiss, but she was licking the sweat off me. And I used to say, "Oh, she is sweet, big beautiful little girl."
I miss you.
I miss you all day working, and I
kiss.
And would you give me a kiss? And I said, and so Rose is. The wives of the neighborhood had a coffee, and they were discussing husbands. And one husband says, "Well, your husband is so affectionate when he comes home." And Rose said, "Are you kidding? He doesn't even shake my hand." And she says, "Well, I hear him. That is a lie." She said, "Because I hear him every night saying how much he loves his little girl." And it was Blue.
Yeah, Bob goes, "She's talking to the dog."
Yeah.
She's talking to the dog.